Denver Mercury Café, how we doing tonight? We alright? All three of us, that's what's up. Let's try that again. Denver Mercury Café, how we doing tonight? We alright? How much time do I have? Forever. Give me a signal at 1, please. Like when I'm down to my last one. I'm bad with time. Thank you. We don't have a lot of time. So all the cool shit. Can you guys? Can you? All the cool shit has to slide. Get as many phones as possible. I encourage you to, enjoy tonight, and then also please come check me at Nuba. I'm trying to do a different set at Nuba. So some people that ask for some things, you ain't gonna hear that tonight. You'll hear that at Nuba, because yeah. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna do poems. I'm not really gonna talk about the poems between the poems. I'm just gonna do poems. So I'm talking now because you ain't gonna hear shit between the poems with poems. So I'll either do like a little like ding, or I'll just sing a song. I'll do something to let you know the poem is flipped. So if I talk about like sex and I talk about my dead grandma, I don't want you to think I'm talking about fucking my dead grandma. So we're clear on that early on. It's not one big poem. This ain't set the shotgun to the head type shit. This will be like several small poems. All right. First off, I can't perform anywhere unless I feel at home, and in order to feel at home, we all get on the same page. Let's get on the same page, shall we? Please bow your heads, close your eyes, bow your head, close your eyes. I'm not gonna steal your shit. I'm not gonna convert you to Scientology. Bow your fucking heads and close your goddamn eyes. Yes, you. You're currently sitting in the Mercury Café. You are no longer in the Mercury Café, now in a white room with white walls, totally white everywhere you can see, the size and configuration of your own choosing now. You are no longer wearing what you came in here in, you are now wearing your most favorite outfit, no matter how old or young you were, when it actually could fit, it now fits you again perfectly now. You are no longer wearing your most favorite outfit, no matter how old or young you were, when you actually could fit it, you are now totally naked in an all-white room with white walls, the size and configuration of your own choosing. Relax, quit feeling so nervous and embarrassed. You are by yourself, butt naked, in a room in your own mind. Embrace the beautiful nudity that you have now. In front of your left foot, there's a basket. I want you to put everything that went wrong for you today in that basket. Everything that went wrong for you the day before that. The day before that. All the way till you came out of your mother's womb, everything that's ever went wrong for you, I want you to put it in that basket right now. Every time you thought you were too tall, too short, too fat, too skinny, too dark, too light, too ugly, too rich, too poor, too whatever, to deserve what you do deserve in life, put it in the basket. Every time you worried about some punk ass bill being paid and yet and still it somehow got paid, put it in the basket. Every time you work for somebody that you know for a fact you were smarter than, I had to take a class from a teacher that you know had it out for you based upon the color of your skin instead of the content of your character, put it in the basket. Every time you looked in your mirror and you heard your reflection say you ain't shit and you almost believed it, put it in the basket. Every time you got to the bottom of a bottle looking for the answers to life and the only answer you heard was a voice saying, why don't you try another bottle, in the basket. Every time you got high, not to enjoy yourself, but because you felt you needed to somehow feel higher than what you already are as a human being, in the basket. Every time you made an excuse for his or her sorry ass treating you wrong, in the basket. Every time you talked about your sorry ex, which means you ain't actually over them, otherwise you wouldn't still be talking about them, which is why the real love of your life won't touch you with a 10-foot pole because they don't believe in threesomes, put that shit in the basket. Every time you thought about letting the noose hang around your neck, or you looked at a razor to your skin and thought, why not, put it in the basket. Now, next to your right foot, there's a big red button. I want you to step on that red button. You just opened up a trap door to a bottomless pit. If what scientists say are true, there's no such thing as a bottomless pit. Do not worry, we are professionals. We are prepared for this. At the bottom of that bottomless pit, there's a fire that burns eternally. I want you to kick that basket of all your issues into that pit right now. I want you to strain your ears to listen for the sound of it falling until you can no longer hear it do so. I want you to inhale through your nose right now and smell the cinders of all your problems and burdens burning away to ash. Now, you are no longer totally naked. You're wearing your most favorite outfit, no matter older or young you were when you actually could fit it. Now, you are no longer wearing your most favorite outfit, no matter older or young you were when you actually could fit it. You are now wearing exactly what you came in with. Now, you are no longer in a white room, the size and configuration of your own choosing. You are back in your seat at the Mercury Café now. I want you to open your eyes and raise up your heads and start being the incredible, beautiful misfits that you were put on this planet to be. Stop living your life as ordinary when you were put here to be extraordinary. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I remember when, I remember when, yeah. I remember when, I remember when, yeah. I remember when, I remember when I lost my mind. Woo! There was something special about that day. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. When I was out there, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't that I didn't know enough. It's that I knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Yeah, possibly. True story, the guy in front of me at the Subway restaurant, y'all, orders a 6-inch club sandwich with everything on it. And I asked him, dog, how in the hell can you possibly stomach all those toppings? He turns around, smiles at me with a mouthful of honesty and says, well, it ain't so hard when it's the first meal of the day, but the last one for the week. And I felt like an asshole. But then I looked at him and realized he had on a full-lip suit and with no cell phone earpiece, so I figured, fuck him. He's probably some yuppie with a bad taste in timing and jokes, considering how broke most of us are these days, y'all. But then I looked a little bit closer and I realized that his shoes had been blacked in with a magic marker. The pants he had on were too big for his body, and the jacket he was wearing, y'all, didn't even match the rest of his outfit. His right hand looked like it had been broken and never healed right. Like he knew what it meant to have to fight for a meal or a place to sleep. And the bulge in his pocket told me he had out $5 for his meal in pennies, nickels, and dimes. And the look in the cashier's eyes said, I'm 16 and the bossing around, which makes me God. So ain't no way I'm about to count on that damn change for some homeless bum. So I figured I'd buy his meal, Denver. Maybe trade it in for his life story. And this is the story he told me. Nothing. He sat and separated that sandwich till it made my future meals of it than Jesus could. And I searched the walls of my soul for some portrait of inspiration I could take down and share with him. And the best thing I come up with is, so what you used to do before you were homeless? And he says, fuck, what do you do right now? And I said, sir, watch yourself. You are looking at a professionally touring poet. And this nigga had nerve to laugh letters all over their counter, just, and I thought I had it bad. He said, I guess we're both just starving artists, except you must be starving, so I must be the artist. I'm like, yo, you at least went that the other way around, don't you? He says, yo, no, not really, y'all. And right then, I remember some movie, I rented one of those red box for 99 cents in front of a Walmart, Walgreens, whatever, about some homeless guy becoming some big time millionaire, and I figured I'd share that with him, get him all happy about his life again. But his eyes said, don't you dare. Don't you dare mention Will Smith, his little son Jaden, and that bullshit biopic Pursuit of Happiness to me. Walked at that analogy like you think it's gonna actually cure the common cold. He said, do you see any cameras around? He asked me, boy, are you waiting for some of your action before you start living your life? He said, no, I get it. You thought you heard cuts and figured it's okay to give up on it, huh? The jacket, he said, the jacket I'm wearing I stole at a hotel lobby after overhearing the owner set up a date with his secretary but not his wife. The pants I pulled off a friend of mine who froze to death last year on a homeless shelter stoop, waiting to get inside. The cell phone earpiece I wear. And so when I talk to the voices I hear in the sky, no one thinks I'm crazy. I finna just found the rest of the text not paying attention to where you walking, jerk-offs. But the shoes, he said, and this is important, y'all. He said, the shoes are mine, bought and paid for fair and square. See, they tasted the beaches or road of Spain, he said, and been firmly planted up the ass of Harlem. They kissed the White House lawn and pretty much fucked and fought everywhere from Antwerp down to Austin, he said, about my way. They're gonna do a lot more in one and and a lot less of the other. For more steps in Jericho's got miles. See, I'm not lost my way, he told me, but I'm not the last one standing in this restaurant tonight. He said me, not having an address, doesn't make me homeless any more than you having one. This means the mailman knows how to find your jail cell. See, we both have lives, boy, and we're both living them, and we both know now that clothes don't make a man, man. His heart does. So who knows, he says. Maybe I am, in fact, Jesus incarnate, come down to a fucking Subway restaurant to see if you help me out now, to know whether or not later to let you suck the manna from my fingertips in heaven, or maybe I'm just some homeless bum who might be down on his luck, but still smart enough to know the difference between me, you, and 98% of the people in this room right now is the skin of our teeth and our next paycheck from being homeless, just like I am right now, he said. But make no mistake about it, boy. When we both walk out of this restaurant tonight, we're both gonna walk out of as men. And I remember when I lost my mind. There was something special about that day. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. Next piece is called Oh yeah, I didn't say that part. Yeah, feel free, whatever your natural noise is, your yout, as it would be called, let that shit out. You ain't gotta be all cool when I'm performing. I don't give a fuck. Like, be you, do you. If you throw me off, then I'm not doing my job. So by all means, do you. Cheer, scream, fart, throw shit, whatever works for you. Don't throw like big shit, because I'll throw it back. I wasn't always a poet. So, like, just let it out. Don't do this shit. Don't be cool. Like, we're so cool, we shouldn't act cool. Feel me? Fuck hipsters. Be you. Just chill out. If you're a hipster in the room, I'm sorry. You shouldn't claim that shit anyway. You should just be you. If you claim hipster, you should really leave. You should really honestly leave. I'm not the nigga for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't let the nice clothes fool you. I ain't the nigga for you. You should leave. Like, now. Alrighty, so now I've embarrassed my friends out of here, but they know me, so they know I would have said that anyway. Alright, so yeah, this next piece is called Umoja's. It's actually the only piece I plan on definitely repeating here in the Nuba for soon to be obvious reasons. But it's for Lucifer Fury because he's sitting here. And Dominique and Ayende and Javon. It's for the white people too, don't worry. But those are people I know. They're like, you're included. It's just, I don't know you. Yeah. And for you too, whoever said that. This piece is called Umoja, or Kuji Chakalia motherfucker, or Hotep my nigga, or Mother Earth speaks to her children of color and her children of color speak back, or the entire history of us black people in 6 characters, or what the butler and 12 years a slave doesn't want you to know. Remember your rites of passage. Sun, dirt, barefoot, run. Keep up, Kenya, Mongolia, Mozambique, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe. Come on now, child. Zimbabwe, what is it now, boy? Men with guns, you say? Men with guns. Flow, Congo, zigzag, Zulu, run, Rwanda, hide us, Shaka, save us, Tutsi, sing for us, Cameroon, don't sell us out, dark man, you swim or serve, don't you understand? They would try to separate man from woman, mother from child. This will get you boat ride, this will get you slave ship, this will get you middle passage, this will get you in the land, don't bring up the rock, land, don't just get you Amistad, this will get you Sinku,